Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining today's Daily Dose of Torah. My name is Yehuda Man, and I'm Sgan Rosh Bet Midrash at the Zirchun of Kolel. We are continuing our series about halachic and ethical questions that occurred in Israeli wars, and today we are going to discuss the topic of prisoner exchange. During Israeli history, there were at least two cases of prisoner exchanges that the Israeli government freed above 1,000 prisoners for just a few Israeli soldiers. The Jibril Agreement, when they released 1,150 prisoners in exchange for 3 Israeli prisoners, and the Gilad Shalit Agreement, when the Israeli government released 1,027 prisoners in exchange for 1 soldier, Gilad Shalit. By the way, Gilad Shalit got married last month, and I'm sure we all wish him a mazel tov. Many ask the question, is it right, according to halacha, to release so many for the sake of few? After all, there's a very famous Mishnah. Ein podim shvuim eter al kedei dmehem mipnei tikun olam. You do not redeem the prisoners. You don't do prisoner exchanges if it is so expensive, if the price is so high. Mipnei tikun olam. Because in that case, our enemies will want to kidnap more and more. So don't redeem the prisoners if the price is too high. So how is it that we did these prisoner exchanges, that we released above 1,000 prisoners for just a few soldiers? So the poskim handled this question, and they allowed and permitted to do the exchange because of a story from the Gemara. It's a very nice story. מעשה ברבי יהושע בן חנניה שהלך לכרך גדול שברומי. Rabbi Yeshua ben Chananya is walking in the streets of Romi, and he sees one baby, one little child that is in prison, and he looks nice, he looks like a good Jewish boy, and he asked, הלך ועמד על פתח בית הסוהרים. אמר, he asked the child that was in the prison, מי נתן עם שישי יעקב וישראל לבוזזים? What caused Am Yisrael to be in this state? ענה אותו תינוק ואמר, הלא השם זוכתנו לו, ולא אהבו בדרכיו הלוך, ולא שמעו בתורתו. The baby answered him, you know why we are in this condition? Because we didn't follow the instructions of Hashem, we didn't go according to the Torah, we didn't keep mitzvot, so that's why all this bad things happened to us. Amar, Rabbi Yeshua ben Chananya was very impressed from his answer. He said, I see that this baby will have a very bright future in Israel. So he said, I'm not moving from here. I will not move from here until I redeem him, no matter the price. He didn't go until he redeemed him, and the price was very, very high. So the Rishonim, Teisves and more, ask, what about the Mishnah? Why did you pay such a high price for this child? And they give two answers. The first answer that they give, that the boy was in a state of pikuach nefesh. If Rabbi Yeshua ben Chananya didn't redeem him, he would have killed the baby. So the Tosfot and other poskim say that in the case of pikuach nefesh, that if you won't redeem the prisoner, they will kill the prisoner. In that case, the halacha of ein podim shvuim eter mechdei dmehem doesn't apply. You are allowed to redeem the prisoner, although the price is very high, because of pikuach nefesh. That's answer number one. Answer number two, they say that the time that the baby, that child, was in captive, it was in the time of war. And why? And what is the reason why we cannot redeem prisoners in a high price? Because we are afraid that our enemies will carry on doing bad things to us and kidnap people. But if you are in the time of war, so it doesn't matter. They will still find ways to make you suffer. They'll try to harm us. So in those times, in times of war, say the Rishonim, there is not the halacha of ein podim shvuim eter mechdei dmehem, because our enemies will still want to harm us no matter what. So with these two answers, we can also explain how come the poskim, our sages, said that you're allowed to release many prisoners only for the sake of a few Israeli soldiers. Because today, every time that there's a soldier in captive, it's a state of pikuach nefesh, because our enemies will kill the soldiers if we don't release them. and you're allowed to release many prisoners if you want to avoid pikuach nefesh. And two, today is a time of war, and our enemies will still seek and find ways to harm us. They will try to harm us. So in that case, it doesn't matter if you are releasing for a high price, because still they will try to harm us. B'ezrat Hashem, may there be only shalom and no more prisoners, no more Israeli prisoners.